Hey guys, welcome back. What do we have here? Well, I found this on the local Facebook marketplace. It's a Tama Starclassic. It's a birch snare drum, 14-inch. Apparently, the husband and the wife didn't work out. She decided to sell some of his gear. Now, I would hate if that happened to me, but as a buyer, I liked the price. It was $100. They originally wanted $150. I was able to get it down to $100. So what we've got here, and I don't know the model number, but I'll see if I can find out. What we've got is a Tama Starclassic birch. The only thing that I see wrong with the drum is that there are two busted lugs, right here and right here. You can see on the inside that the screws are there, but somehow, maybe in a fit of rage, I don't know what happened with the drum. But the lugs actually busted off from the holders here. So I went ahead and ordered two replacement lugs. So I've got two replacement lugs that we're going to put in there. This is the head that was on the drum. So I'm going to go ahead and replace that. Also, the drum is missing a bottom head. So it's just one of those things where you just go ahead and replace top and bottom. And as you can see, there are no snares. So I went down to my local big box music store that happened to be a Tama dealer, and they had these Tama strands for the bottom. So I went ahead and got those. So those are going to be the Starclassic strands that are going to be on the bottom. I believe there's 16 strands. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the drum apart completely down to the shell. We're going to clean it up, polish it up a little bit. We're going to put the lugs back on to include the two new ones that I just got. We're going to put new heads on it, and then we're going to go from there. Not sure if I'm going to keep it or if I'm going to sell it, but either way, it'll be a fun project. I hope you stick around to watch. All right, let's get going. So out of habit, I just flipped the drum over and just started using my hands to take the tension rods out, but after a few moments I realized that there was a much faster way, and so let's go get that tool. And here we come back with the Ryobi impact driver. This actually went a lot quicker than I expected, but it's an impact driver, so it made the workload super quick. You can notice there's a lot of dust and grime on the drum itself. Looking forward to getting that thing polished up and cleaned, ready to play. A couple of the lugs here, the lug screws, were giving me a little bit of a problem, so I did have to resort to getting some nut drivers. Alright, and we're back. So, we're going to take a handy-dandy washcloth, we're going to get all the loose dust off of it, and then we're going to use some Music Nomad drum detailer. Not sponsored, video's not sponsored by them whatsoever. I only endorse them because I like it. It's good stuff. It's the way a true endorsement should be. So, it's good stuff. I'm going to use it. You'll see what it looks like. Stand by. And here I'm just making sure it's all cleaned up as much as possible. The shell itself is in great shape. I mean, there are no major nicks or scratches on it anywhere. The finish is fantastic. The bearing edges seem like they're pretty true. I mean, it's a nice drum. It's very thin. It looks like it's probably about a 5-ply, 6-ply. But, I mean, I'm really looking forward to putting it all back together and giving it a run. I've got a show coming up this weekend. Gonna take it out, see what she sounds like. So, on with the polish. And I spent a lot of time trying to get the gunk that was on there off. It took a lot of elbow grease, but eventually did come off, and it shined up pretty nice. This is the dark cherry fade from Tama on the Starclassic Performer. They only offered this color for quite a few years, but only with this badging. It was only 2 years, 02 and 03, so I'm assuming this is a 02 or 03 model. Alright, so she's polished up, but one thing I noticed about the lugs, or the lug screws whenever I was taking them off, if you take a look, they've got this white film on. Now, I am in the state of Florida, and I'm wondering if this could be a little bit of corrosion from the salt air, because we are right near the beach. So I think what I'm going to do to help neutralize some of this, if it is corrosion, is I'm going to soak it in some WD-40 for a couple days, and then I'll come back to it, and that way hopefully it'll clear some of this up and at least neutralize anything that might be growing on it. We don't want to put it back into an environment where it's going to have that same issue. So, alright, check in a couple days once we get that done. Alrighty. And here's the final product. I didn't want to bother you guys with the reassembly of it, but this is what she looks like in all of her restored glory. I think she looks fantastic. This is a beautiful looking drum, die cast tubes on it. Got the controlled sound, coated controlled sound head on the top, and it just sounds fantastic, as you're about to hear.